Hello, everybody, and welcome to this segment of HCAM Sports Talk, our Super Bowl special. I'm Tom Nappy, and I am joined by Andy Barron. Andy, how are you?
Doing great, Tom. I got to admit, I am still not. It doesn't seem real that the Patriots are in the Super Bowl.
No.
Really,
Think
it
think
really doesn't.
about last year at this time and how miserable we all were
Oh God.
talking about. We're glad that Vrabel got hired and glad that they got rid of Mayo. I think we are all in agreement that that was a good thing.
Then they got Drake May.
But we're all talking like it's gonna
Well,
take
he
at
was already
least
here.
2, 3 years,
I said
maybe
longer than that.
longer.
Yeah.
But here we are, New England Patriots going to the Super Bowl after a what was it, a 4-13 season last year?
0-13 season. They had. Let's see. They had the number four pick, I believe, in the NFL draft, and we thought this was all. They screwed this thing up. What are you doing? They draft Will Campbell. Good move. You got Drake May the year before. You signed some players in. But come on, nobody predicted this.
No,
Nobody did. This is 2001 all over again. It really is. It really does have that vibe to it. Tom Brady was a new guy on the block.
but I'll tell
Drake
you
May.
what, if anything, this says a ton about Vrabel
Oh
and
yeah,
what he's capable of. He's a
yeah,
good coach. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He's not only a good coach, he's a great coach. To take this team that doesn't have all the talent in the world, they got some good pieces, of course, but they don't have the most talented roster at all.
no,
Take this team to the Super Bowl. Say what you want about the schedule. I don't care about that. They're going to the Super Bowl. That's impressive.
yeah. Tom, here's the other thing too. You played the Chargers, played the Texans, you played the Broncos. What do they have in common? They're all good defenses, very good defenses.
No, they're all
Okay,
some of the best defenses in the league.
absolutely.
That's what
And
the top three defenses
top three
essentially.
defenses, you just went through that. Okay, you beat the Bills once this year. You beat Tampa Bay. You beat Atlanta. And why do I keep saying that? Because you know what? The Patriots ruined those team seasons. This is what the old Patriots used to do. They weren't always the most talented rosters either, with the exception of 2008, and they didn't even win the Super Bowl. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that they've kind of built it like they used to build it. This is a
Right.
new era of football. This is a new team. This is Rabel and May's era now. All right, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are gone. Julian Edelman's gone. Rob Gronkowski's gone. And listen, they were phenomenal here, but it just feels good. And you know what? I don't feel like we really have a lot of the drama that we used to have too. I know there's some issues with a couple of the players, but don't you feel like it's just a new team? It feels good to see. They're
Yeah,
tough.
and
They
I mean, even
battle.
even with those couple of issues with Diggs and what was it, Barmore,
Barmore, yeah. And then you had
with
Jabril
those, no
Peppers, I
one's
think,
even
early in the
thinking
year.
about that. It's not a distraction, clearly. So
Yeah.
that's the good thing. So all the drama is brushed aside from, when they first started their playoff run. It hasn't affected play on the field, clearly. They've
Right.
gotten to this level, and there's no pressure on the Patriots either. I
No.
mean, obviously, if they go in and get blown out, yes, we'll criticize them, and they have a right to be criticized. They should not get blown out. If Drake May goes and throws 3 interceptions, 4 interceptions, yes, we'll criticize that. But there's no expectation, So if they go in and they lose by 3, but play a good game, just couldn't pull it out, we'll be disappointed, of course, as Patriots fans, but
Yep.
we're still going to we're still going to feel really good about where the organization is at.
Without a doubt.
There's nothing
Yeah.
that'll change how good we feel about where the organization's at.
No, nothing will at this point. And you talk about blowing out. Last time the Patriots lost by 14 or more points in the Super Bowl was against Green Bay in 1997. It's been almost 30 years. This team does not get blown out in Super Bowls. They never did under Belichick, and I don't think they're going to under Vrabel.
No, I don't
Um,
expect a blowout at all, either way. And we're going to do our picks in a minute, and I'll spoil it right now. I do think the Seahawks are probably going to win. I
okay.
hope I'm wrong. As a Pats fan, I hope I'm wrong. but I've liked picking against the Patriots. I've mostly been doing it to come back in the standings, but also I realized that whenever I pick against them, they win. So I'm hoping to have the reverse effect here.
Sure.
But I do think Seahawks though have a ton of weapons. Their defense is good. They're number five in the league, I think. Obviously, you could deal with the top five defense. You've proven that. But I don't know if the Pats are going to be able to stop all their weapons. So if I'm picking with my brain, I'm picking the Seahawks. If I'm picking with my heart, obviously the Patriots. But I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, I lost my train of thought there. But
All right. I mean,
anyways,
I think
even though I'm
what you're.
picking the Seahawks, doesn't mean I'm not very impressed with what the Pats have done and where they're at.
I just think the Patriots have been battle tested, and I think they had the tougher road than Seattle had. Now, look, Seattle, that San Francisco team was a shell of themselves. That Rams team, they gave the Seahawks all they can handle, and honestly, they probably should have won. Like I know they didn't, but I actually think the Rams would have been the tougher out. I really truly believe that because the Patriots they have owned Sam Darnold ever
That's
since he came
true.
into the league. Now,
But you're talking about a Belichick Brady Patriots, not a Vrabel Drake May,
right, I understand
which,
that, but
I
I
mean,
just think
you could
you
say, I
can't
guess
ignore
there's
that.
some similarities, but so I want to ask you this though. So there's
Mhm.
been this concern about Drake May's shoulder. Obviously, he didn't look good in that Broncos game, let's be honest. A lot of that was because of the weather, but not all of it was because of the weather. He hasn't really looked that great in the postseason in general. Now, a big part of that reason is because of the quality of defenses they're playing, but they're still finding ways to get wins, so it's not that big of a deal. But if he doesn't, if he's not, if he's giving up turnovers against a Seattle team and not being careful with the ball, fumbling it away, or throwing interceptions, I think they could have a really tough time in this game. This Seattle team is good. And I know it's Sam Darnold, but this isn't the New York Jets. I'm seeing ghosts out there, Sam Darnold. This is a confident, very good quality quarterback, Sam Darnold, who has now put up great numbers on two different teams. I think he has all the confidence in the world. And I don't think you're ever going to hear him say, I'm seeing ghosts out there again.
Probably not, but getting back to what you said about Drake May, I find it interesting that back in 2001 we were in the same exact spot when Tom Brady was hurt against the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC Championship game. Drew Bledsoe comes in, leads the Patriots to the Super Bowl, and everybody was wondering who's it going to be? Is it going to be Tom Brady or is it going to be Drew Bledsoe? Tom Brady ends up playing. All right. During this 2 week gap, we have to talk about something, right? So they're going to overanalyze. They're going to scrutinize. The media is going to scrutinize every single thing. I'm not denying that Drake May might not be a little banged up. There is no way this guy's not playing. He's playing this game. He's a
Oh, yeah,
tough guy. He's a tough guy, Tom. So
absolutely.
we've been in this situation before. So I'm not concerned. All right. I just really like the way this guy plays. And yeah, no, he hasn't. Is he has he put up Tom Brady numbers in the playoffs? No, but he still has done enough to get the win. And I
He's
don't
already
think he.
broken a couple of Tom Brady's records.
I know it's impressive. It's
Was
so
it
impressive.
passing yards in a rookie season or something like that, or in the
He's been
first
here
year
now for
start?
2 years. I mean, it's remarkable what this guy has done. So I think this Patriots team is just built differently too. I think they got to get the tight ends involved more. I know I've said that on our last show, but Austin Hooper, Hunter Henry, they've got to be involved more. I think having Mac Hollins back is a huge deal for this team.
Hooper had a couple of bad drops,
Yeah, there were some bad drops in that game. Not denying that, but
but I'm not saying don't throw to him. I agree. I think you
right.
want to involve the tight ends.
And
Um,
Kayshon Boutte, okay. Jared
yes.
also brought this up on one of our shows too. I've been telling you all this since the beginning of the season. This guy is a playmaker. I think he's a sleeper.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about JSN. Great player. No question about the Seahawks.
Oh,
But Kayshon
fantastic.
Boutte is flying under the radar right now.
You're
So
right. He is. He is. And He is on the uprise, no doubt. Mark my words. I think one day Booty's going to be the number one receiver on this team, and he's going to be an elite NFL receiver at the top level. That's how much potential I think the guy has. I mean, that's what he's shown throughout the season. He's had these glimpses where he just makes these incredible catches that are just mind blowing.
And he should have
And
been a number. He should have been a first round pick. He fell back because of an injury. He was easily a first round pick. This was a major steal the Patriots got in this draft, in that draft.
wasn't it
Major
Mayo
steal.
that picked him? That was a Mayo pick, wasn't
I
it?
think it was, and it was a steal
Mayo
because
might have left a couple of very nice pieces for the
yeah,
Pats, despite
yeah,
his
yeah,
questionable coaching performance. So
yeah.
thanks, Mayo. But I think Booty is going to be the number one guy here for quite a while. I mean, he really is impressive. His hands are unbelievable. Some of those catches he makes,
Oh my
very
goodness.
underrated.
Yeah, that catch he made against the Texans was off the charts. I mean,
That was nuts.
That was like a Randy Moss type of catch, really. I'm like,
That was one
whoa.
of the best catches I've ever seen, quite
I just
frankly.
like fell out of my. I'm like, what in the world? Like, I couldn't believe that. In
I
bad
couldn't either.
conditions too.
Yeah. And you know what? That shows he's clutch because we really needed that catch at that moment.
He did.
So hopefully he'll be clutch against the Seahawks and totally destroy him.
Him and Drake Mace seem to have a really good relationship too. Those guys are really in sync a lot on the field. And a quarterback needs that from a top receiver. He needs to be in sync. I think he works good with Stephon Diggs as well, but him and Booty seem to really have some chemistry.
Yeah, and Diggs is going to be a big piece of this too. And you know, Diggs hasn't put up like the huge numbers you see in the playoffs, but he's come through in some big moments. They're going to need him to come through in some big moments during this game, no doubt.
All hands on deck. Everybody has to show up. Everybody has to be ready to play. I mean, every play is magnified. It's the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. It's just this isn't just any game. It's the grand stage. And
I mean, I can't imagine. Drake May has obviously, been under pressure, throughout this
the
postseason
whole
run,
world's
but
watching.
the Super Bowl is a different animal.
Different animal.
I mean, I'd imagine that he's going to be a little like kind of shell shocked like this week, with all the media stuff and whatnot,
Kind of
because it's
hard
a
not
whole
to be.
new experience.
Kind of hard not to be, right? But the same can be said for Sam Darnold. I mean, he hasn't been exposed to this really either. So the
Right.
other thing I'm trying to say too is, and I think I said this in our group text, was about how there's no comparison between the last time these two teams played. Those were Hall of Fame players with Tom Brady and Gronkowski and Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor and Marshawn Lynch, and you had Belichick. You had just Darrell Revis. I mean, there's no comparison. I mean,
Well,
it's just
now you got some possible future Hall of Famers. Obviously,
potentially.
it's too early to tell.
It's just different. It's a different feel. It's not like it was 10 years ago.
It is,
These are
it's reminiscent, I'd say, of the 2001 Patriots
it
when you're
really
not
is
really sure what you're going to get.
right.
You don't go into the game with high expectations against the Rams. You're actually fairly certain they probably won't win it because that Rams team was absolutely stocked. And they pull off the miracle upset that shocked the world. And that's how I feel if the Pats win this game, it'll be the miracle upset that shocked the world, no doubt.
It really is. And the other thing is, um, you're tied with the Pittsburgh Steelers for 6 Super Bowls. You win
Right.
this, it's number 7. You're all
That's
time.
right.
There's a lot on the line in this game. It really is.
There is, but
Um,
there isn't. I mean, there is in the respect, yeah, you could surpass the Steelers and, you could pull off a shocker, but the pressure is really, I think, on Seattle,
I think it
especially
is.
after what the Pats did to them the last time these two teams met up in the Super Bowl. And obviously, the Seahawks are a very different team from that team as well.
Both teams are different. It's the new coaches, new everything. It's not
Right.
again. It's not the same feel. It's just I shouldn't say that. To me, it's a huge game, but it's just that game. Like Steve, I think Steve put it best. Like that game had everything in that game. Probably one of the
Yes.
greatest Super Bowls we've ever seen. It's in the
Oh,
it's
it
in the top
was.
five. top five
Can you
easily.
name a Super Bowl that the Pats were involved in that wasn't one of the greatest?
Well,
The Rams one was a little slow.
well, yeah, that was the lowest scoring Super Bowl of all time was when they beat the
One of the
Rams.
greatest defensive Super Bowls, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, it was. And then when they first played the Bears in '86, no, that team
But
wasn't winning it.
I mean, I'm just expecting it to be, uh, a game that I'm going to need my heart pills for, as it usually is when the Pats go to the Super Bowl.
Again, what is look at the history in the last 25 years. They just don't get blown out. It's either they lose by a field goal, they lose by a few points. I mean,
Yep.
they're just it's not going to be a blowout. Isn't going to
No,
be a blowout.
no, I
The
don't
only
think it'll
time
be a
it came
blowout by any
close
means.
was when they were down 28-3. We're like, all right, maybe that's the blowout, and then it turned out to be the greatest comeback in probably sports history.
I'll never
Um,
forget. I was watching that game with at least 20 people. I don't think anyone even talked in the second half when
no,
that comeback started. No one
no,
said a word. Everyone
shocked. I
was
mean,
just like staring at the TV in awe, blown away.
I knew some people that were at that game, and they said you can't even describe it. Just how you can't even describe it being there. It was
Yeah, I'm
it was
sure.
unlike anything they've ever seen. You know.
Wow, if you pick one Super Bowl to go to in your life and it was that one, good for you.
Yeah, and then one of the guys was telling me just how it once the Patriots started coming back, the stadium just kept getting louder and louder. It almost seemed like the Falcons fans were just getting all drawn out. It's just they knew it was over. I mean, you know,
It was probably
incredible.
one of those situations like in Rocky where they all start rooting for Rocky, even though they were, you always
Good
get cheer on
comparison.
the
Yeah,
underdog.
yeah,
The
yeah.
Pats
I mean,
became
I'm
the
just
underdog in that game very much.
yeah, I'm just excited for this. I'm excited for what could be to come as well. I mean, if you come in here and you win this Super Bowl, um, I mean, is it start of something else? I mean, it could be because the Super Bowl loser doesn't fare well the next year. The only time the Super Bowl loser won the following year was the Patriots in 2018 when they lost uh, Super Bowl 52. I don't really want to reminisce on that, but
Yeah. Well, hopefully it
that was
won't be
one that
like
was
that.
left on the table. That is for sure.
Well, in either case, it's going to be a great day. Congratulations to our beloved New England Patriots heading to the Super Bowl with Drake May and Mike Vrabel. No one would have predicted that. No one. And if you had the courage to put some money on it and you could perhaps get a good payout, good for you. Good job. So, with that, why don't we get to some Super Bowl picks?
Why not?
And this week we got a lot on the line, except me, because I'm pretty much eliminated, but that's okay. Uh, but we're gonna do some props. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff and have a little fun with it. But we'll do some of the props and guess some touchdown scores. And there's points on the line. So standings wise, right now Jared remains in first, 222 points. Morgan is in second,
Close.
218.5. Uh, Steve is at 210, and you're right in there at 205. And then there's me at 194.5. So there you go. But who knows? Maybe if I get everything correct and Jared gets everything wrong, there's a chance. I doubt it, but you never know. So let's get to our Super Bowl pick. And our Super Bowl pick is going to be worth 4 points. Most NFL games are only worth 1 point. The playoffs, we went up to two on wild card weekend, two on divisional weekend, three for the conference championships, four for the Super Bowl. As I said, I'm picking Seahawks to win. I hope I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. Go Patriots, but I'm going to go with the Seahawks. Who do you got, Andy?
I'm going with the Patriots.
There you go.
I just think that they're going to find a way. And I'm not saying the Seattle team is good. I just think this Patriots team is really battle tested. I really do. And I think the coaching is going to play a huge factor in this game. Mike McDonald is just, I just can't, I can't really second guess Rabel right now. Like, after what he did last week against the Broncos, that was a lot of that was coaching. And I just feel that that's going to carry over into this game. They're going to figure it out. let's not forget this Patriots defense is also battle tested. They have really showed me something last week. And I know they went against a backup quarterback. They won in Denver. There was like a blizzard in the second half. Where in the world did that come from? And they just find a way to get it done. And you're not going to get any weather like that this weekend out there. I don't think so, anyways. Um, I just think they're going to find a way. They're going to find a way to get it done.
Well, I
And
hope you're right and I'm wrong. That's for
I
sure.
hope I hope so too.
All right. So with that, we'll get to the spread pick. Seahawks favored by 4.5. With the spread, I'm going Patriots. I got 24-21 as my final. And then obviously you're going Patriots because you're
Yep,
picking them as underdogs.
yep. I'm going with the Patriots.
What do you got for a score?
I have. I'm going to pick them 27-23. Close game, 4 points.
All right. So you got the over. And I think Vegas nailed it with 45.5. I really think it's going to be 24-21. But you never know. Obviously, the Super Bowl could get crazy, could end up
Yep.
being a shootout.
Look what
Uh,
happened with the Eagles and the Patriots, and just was ridiculous amount of offense. I mean,
and Seattle has had some serious shootouts this year. So
yeah,
this could very well turn into that. Because, yes,
sure.
you're facing a good defense, but I wouldn't say Seattle's defense is as good as a Denver or a Houston. They tend to give up a little more points, but they have a better offense than
They
Denver and
do.
Houston.
Oh,
So
without no, that is
it's not even
without a doubt,
close.
without a doubt. Yes, this
So
is
you're
without
dealing
a.
with a good defense, not as good as Denver or Houston, but a much better offense.
Can't deny that. Yeah, they are. This is without a doubt the Patriots' toughest opponent as far as offense goes. No question about it.
Yes. All right. Another prop we're going to pick total interceptions or fumbles over under 1.5. I'm going to go over. I think each team will get a turnover.
I agree. I'm going over as well.
All right. Keyshawn Booty over under 41.1 yards receiving. I am going over. I think he's going to be a hero.
Yeah, absolutely over.
All right. Jackson Smith in Jigba over under 90 yards receiving. I think the Pats keep him at bay. I think he gets a touchdown, but he gets like high 60s, low 70s. I'm going to go under.
I'm going to go over just because I think it's one of these receivers that you just got to kind of you'll contain him as much as you can. He might get over 100 yards, but I still think the Patriots are going to win the game. So I'll go over with that.
All right. Super Bowl MVP. Who do you got, Andy?
If you look at the history of the MVP, it goes to the quarterback. It's going to be Drake May. I mean, really, when was the
Yeah.
last time that a quarterback wasn't the MVP?
And that's what I think too. That's why I got Sam Darnold. I hope I'm
Yeah,
wrong. I
I think it's
really,
either Donald. I mean, how many times did Tom Brady win the MVP in the Super Bowl? Quite a bit.
right.
Yeah, I
It's either
think
going to be Sam Darnold or
no.
JSN if Seattle wins, I
I
think.
think those are good picks. Yeah, but I
If
think
JSN takes over the game and he has like 100 and 90 yards receiving and two touchdowns and just dominates, it could very well be him too.
I think Deion Branch wasn't he the MVP of the Super Bowl for the
He
Patriots one
was.
year?
He was, yes.
It was the Philadelphia Super Bowl, I believe he was. He was the
Yes.
MVP.
Oh, what a game he had that year. And
Yeah. He
was it
was.
Troy Brown once?
No, it was. Let's see, Brady did it in the first two. Then it was Deion Branch. Then I think Brady got it against Seattle. He was 10 for 10 in the fourth quarter. That's just you can't even that might never happen again, honestly.
Or did Vinatieri take one? Vinatieri might have took one. I forget.
Not sure, but it usually
Where's
goes to the
Steve when
quarterback.
you need him?
I know he's got all the stats, but
Yeah, he's on assignment tonight. He's actually really probably just trying to plan his fantasy football team next year so he could finally beat me. But we missed you,
oh god,
Steve.
I think he's probably getting ready for fantasy baseball now, right? He's probably starting to think that.
Yeah,
Does he play fantasy
or
baseball? Yeah.
getting his fantasy hockey lineup set
There
up.
you go. There you go. Yep.
All right, more props. Halftime over under 22.5. I'll let you start with this one.
What for points?
at the half, over under 22 and a half combined points.
Under. I'm going under.
All right, you stole my thunder. I'm going under as well because they say that typically Super Bowls start off a little slow and then it really picks up in the second half. And then I think you can look at many of the recent Super Bowls, especially Patriots ones, and that seems to be the case.
It really is, Tom. I mean, even I think in the Atlanta Super Bowl, I think it was 0-0 after the first quarter, and then the second quarter just got completely out of hand. Patriots never get off the fast starts. I think they've only scored one or two touchdowns in the first quarter in their last five Super Bowls. So I mean, they don't, yeah, because they didn't score against Atlanta. I don't think they scored against Seattle in the first quarter. They didn't score, I believe, against the Rams either. So I mean, they
Well,
just get
there's
off the slow.
barely any scoring in that game.
Yeah, and Carolina too. The Carolina Super Bowl, I believe, it
Oh,
was zero
right,
zero.
Rams 0-1. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean that's how they all seem to start off, and it's not even just the Pats. It's really any team.
yeah, I think it's
Most,
just
if you think about it, most first quarters, it's 7-3 at the absolute most at the end of the
because
first.
teams are trying to figure each other out. I mean, it's just the nerves and the jitters too. I mean, that would be something Steve would probably know. What is the highest scoring first quarter in Super Bowl history? I mean, that
Yes.
would be
So there you
interesting to
go,
know.
Steve. Andy has
That's your
challenged.
assignment, Steve.
Mark it down.
That's your
Uh,
assignment.
yeah, I mean, think about how many of them are 3-3 at the end of the first quarter. If you have
It's not
anything with
uncommon.
three in squares and it's by quarter, you're in good shape.
0-0, 3-3, 7-3. I mean, you're in good shape. Those are the numbers you want.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, absolutely. All right. Which team leads at halftime?
Seahawks.
I agree with you. I think they're going to lead because if the Pats win this thing, they're going to have a comeback because it's just the way it always goes.
They're not. Yeah, it really is. It's again. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's just the history of this team. That's what they do.
Yep.
That's what they do.
And all right, so next we're going to name three people in the game that we think are going to score a touchdown. I'll name one, then you can name one. We'll go back and forth. How about
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go Keyshawn Booty.
Mhm. For either team,
Yes.
JSN.
Okay. I have him as one of my guys too.
Yep.
So, who's your second guy?
Ramondre Stevenson.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go AJ Barner. Sometimes the Pats struggle against opposing tight ends.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
All
Good pick.
right. Who's your third?
My third, Stephon Diggs.
I like it. All right. Stephon Diggs. So there it is, folks. Hope you had your notebooks out so you could know not what not bet on.
Okay.
But thinking of some of the other guys that might be interesting, like it wouldn't surprise me at all if
Kenneth Walker.
there is just a random, like someone that you least expect steps up and gets a
Well,
touchdown.
well, I remember Mike Vrabel. He's caught two Super Bowl touchdowns in his career. I mean, can you imagine if you had him on the list? I mean, that would have been, you
And
know,
and that's a great point you bring up because there's going to probably be a few trick plays. What about that lineman on the Pats that they threw to that one game? It
oh
was, or was it the fullback? Was it Westover? Or
yeah.
they
So
did
I
some
mean,
kind of play in the red zone. It was genius.
I
Eh,
think Mike Vrabel used to play tight end in college, so he had experience with it. So I think that's
Or
probably why they included him. You
or it
know,
was a backup linebacker. Where's Steve when you need him? But they did some. There's going to be trick plays, is my
yeah,
point.
I think they will be. Yep,
Because both defenses are good. You're going to need to have trick plays to, try to trick them really.
right.
So I think you'll see some of that. So it wouldn't surprise me if you see a very unexpected person end up with a touchdown in this game.
It just seems like this is the game where it probably like what did I say? I said Efton Chisholm earlier. I mean, you just,
Yes.
I
Oh,
mean, I don't know.
we
It's
big
just,
money betting on Efton Chisholm.
we were talking about that before we came on the air. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what's great about the Super Bowl. You never know. There could
Maybe
be a
I'll
guy.
bet Jake Westover for a touchdown. That's a good one. They'll hand it to the fullback at the one, just total.
Oh, man. I thought about Travion Henderson too, but it seems like right now that Ramondre Stevenson's getting more of the work at running back. But I think Travion Henderson, I think he's the secret weapon in this game if they put him in.
I
This
think
guy's,
he could be used a little more in this game because the thing with Houston and Denver, number one, the weather in Denver affected things
oh, of
majorly,
course
but
it did.
Houston and Denver are really good up front, like amazing blitz teams. They got one of the best front seven in the league. They're amongst the best front sevens in the league. Seattle does have a good front seven, but it's not as strong as Denver or Houston. So you could open up the field a little more. What Seattle does have that's a little better than Denver or Houston's cornerbacks. They
Right,
got good cornerbacks. So
right.
I think there is potential to where you get more of the diamond dunk plays than you did in the first couple playoff games.
I just think that Travion Henderson, his speed, Ramondre Stevenson does not have the speed that Travion Henderson has. They're two
No,
totally different players. Ramondre Stevenson's a bruiser. He kind of reminds me a little bit of LeGarrette Blount.
Ramondre has more power, and then
Yes,
Travion brings the speed. They're a very good complementary set as long as they hold on to the ball, and which Ramondre's not
agreed.
really.
I just think Jared hit a home run on Travion Henderson. This was a tremendous pick by this team, and I think he's definitely the future. So I just think he's a guy that the Seahawks absolutely have to keep an eye on this guy because, and I'm sure they are. It's just that he is an explosive player. When he gets out in the open too, I don't think anybody can catch him.
No.
We've seen it this year too. With that speed was like, whoa, like
Did you
this
say
this is
Jared hit a home run on him?
he hit a home run on him.
What
He
about me?
said
I've
from
been
day one,
talking
this
about Travion all season. I don't get any credit. I'm just
both
kidding.
of you did. But it's just I didn't really buy into it earlier, but I mean after seeing him in preseason early in the season, like this guy's a home run.
I
You
wish I
know.
could dig up my rant right now when I was talking about how you need to start Travion and not Ramondre
Well,
because I went
yeah,
on a rant about it, and it
you
was
did. We've all gone on rants before. It's okay. I mean,
that's
it's
what we
just
do on this show, right?
we have to, right? We have this is a chance to rant about things, but
Yes.
we don't have a lot to rant about this Patriots team, really.
No, no. I mean, it's all good things,
All
and
good stuff.
yeah, I guess it's a nice change of pace from
They're
the
only going to get
last
better.
3 years or so.
Yeah, it was miserable here the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. This team's only going to get better. They're not gonna slide back. I mean, I just think you have the coach, and you still got the owner. The Crafts are still good owners. I mean, I mean, Bob Kraft's been to what this is his 11th Super Bowl. I mean, this is crazy. Like really. I
Yeah.
mean, and he still isn't in the Hall of Fame. Come on, like really.
Yeah, that whole thing was ridiculous.
Him
Belichick
and
needs to be in. He deserved to get in on the first year. That's obscene.
but I
Absolutely
mean,
obscene.
don't you
But
think Bob Kraft should be in there too? Come on, like enough.
it's really a shame. Put your little, grudges aside and do what's right.
I
But
mean,
anyways,
yeah,
so
that's
there
another
it
topic.
is.
Another topic.
We'll talk about that more probably in the future. I'm sure Steve has a few things to say about
Oh,
that.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he
That's going to
does.
be an epic rant. I'm looking forward to hearing that one. I'll have to have like some sound effects ready. But, but in any case, folks, we hope that you enjoy the Super Bowl this coming Sunday.
Is that for
And with
props? No
that,
more. No
huh?
more props. We're done.
No, that was it. Well,
That was it. Huh? Okay.
should we pick for Jared, Steve?
No, no, no. I can't. I thought about doing that. I'm just like I can't do that tonight.
Nah, we
You know,
can't do that.
the coin
But
flip.
when
I'm
we
going
do
with
have,
tails. Tails never fails.
all right, I
Tails,
agree.
tails never
Probably
fails.
gonna be tails. I'll go with heads just to be different. Um,
50-50 shot, Tom. Yeah.
will there be an overtime?
Will there be an overtime?
I'm gonna say
No.
no. We've had
No.
too many Super Bowl overtimes. I don't want it anymore right now.
How many Super Bowl overtimes have there been? Has it just
Couple
been
Atlanta
the
and
Atlanta? Yep.
was there another
And
one? The
I don't.
Rams. No, no, the Rams was an overtime.
I think there's only been. I think this might be that might be the only one. Wow.
Wow. I thought that was more. The Eagles, was that one?
No, because I
No.
remember. Okay, I remember they showed the stat in that Atlanta Super Bowl. Now it's all coming back to me.
Carolina. That was one, wasn't it?
Nope. Nope.
No.
Vinatieri won it with about 6 or 7 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter. But I remember the stat now. The last time a championship went to overtime before the Patriots in Atlanta did was 1959. Like
Wow.
unheard. Well, the Super Bowls weren't even around. Like when that happened, it was 1959 NFL championship game. It's just so rare. Oh, did the Chiefs and the Niners go? I think the Chiefs and the Niners went to
I
the
think
Super
they
Bowl.
did.
They
Yes.
did.
Because there was
Yes.
another one since that Pats one. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. You're right. So, but up until then,
And the
it,
Niners blew it.
oh
And
my
that was
God,
horrible.
that was so bad. I
But we
mean,
do have some time for final thoughts. So Andy, any final thoughts?
yes, I know I've said it before, but coming up this Friday, the Winter Olympics opening ceremony is getting underway. There's a lot going on in the next few weeks. You got the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday, and then you have opening ceremonies coming up. The NHL is going on a 2 week break for the Olympics. It's always fun to watch. I enjoy watching the games. I'm more big into the summer games, but I can certainly enjoy the Winter Olympics. And I think the Bruins need a break after that disaster in Tampa Bay last night. Can we please stop playing these outdoor games? There's no need
Why?
for
I
them.
thought the game was awesome. The Bruins are the one that
No,
screwed it up.
done.
I
Now
thought it was cool.
playing at Lake Tahoe, that was cool and everything, but just playing
I
it down
liked
there.
it. I thought it was a
No,
great
I don't
atmosphere.
know.
The jerseys were awesome. The crowd was excited. It was a heck of a game. Obviously a bad game if you're a Bruins fan, but it was a heck of a game. The Bruins should have won. They were disgraceful for blowing that. But everything about the game was pretty awesome. The goaltender fight. I mean, come on.
I don't know.
I
Maybe I'm
disagree
just
with you, Mandy. I
maybe
like
that's okay. That's okay. I don't know. I just don't. Just doesn't do it for me. But that's just me.
You know what? They should have an outdoor hockey game before the Super Bowl at the same site. That'd be cool. There you go. There's my
So
marketing.
what's up with this Pro Bowl here too? Like it's a flag football game now.
I'm not going to watch. It's going to be pathetic.
Listen,
Didn't
somebody
that
made a
already
great point.
happen?
I
Or
think
is it
it's
after?
on a Tuesday night. Nobody's gonna watch
Oh, no
this.
one's. Why would they do that? You might as well just scrap the whole thing.
Why don't you just do it on the day before? Do it on a
They
Saturday. You
used
know
to
what?
do
I
it the week before. At least you had some football you could
see.
watch.
Okay, here's my thing on the Pro Bowl, right? It used to be, I used to love watching the Pro Bowl. It was awesome. And the players were even saying how they took it seriously because, for one, they are not making the money that these players make now. They got big bonuses for going to those games. And it was all about a pride thing. Deion Sanders was talking about how he couldn't wait to play in that Pro Bowl because you get to go against Jerry Rice. Who's the man? Who's the guy? And then
Yep.
they all go out to eat after. It's like, but it's just like it meant something to those players. Like, hey, I want to get a sack on the quarterback. I want to intercept, Brett
That
Favre.
they should have bonuses. Like have meaningful
Yeah,
bonuses.
they got
That'll
paid
get
good
them
money.
more.
Again, they got to play in Hawaii. They got to take their families to the game. It was a whole big thing. And now it used to be awesome. I used to love watching the Pro Bowl.
It's because they're paid too much now and too pampered.
They don't, but it's just, that's not going to get me interested to watch. I think like all Star games. I think the one that still is probably pretty good is baseball.
Baseball is
This
good. Yeah. I
and
mean,
hockey. I think hockey
baseball
still
is a
is
good one. Hockey, they've been doing like a mini tournament or something. They have
something
like
like that.
four
But
teams, but it's not
basketball used to be
bad.
great.
It's not a
I
bad product.
I watched like the 1998.
See, basketball is fun because they score like 400 points.
It's so bad now. I used to watch it. I remember watching the 1982 All Star game when you had like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Maurice Cheeks. I mean, oh my! It was just, again, the players, like, they took it seriously. I mean, they wanted to win.
Yeah, either
No,
have a meaningful all-star game, give out some money, that makes it worth it for the players, or don't have it at all. No one wants a flag football game, especially on a Tuesday night. No one's going to watch it. It's ridiculous.
Is that
So,
your final thought? I feel like I stole your thunder. What's your final thought?
well, I was actually going to talk about, funny enough, how awesome the Bruins Lightning game was
Oh,
and
I'm
how cool
sorry.
the scene was. So, yeah, we've talked about that. So enough about that. But I thought it was awesome. It was a heck of a game. Obviously, a bad loss for the Bruins. If you're up by 4 goals, you have no excuse to blow it. The penalties were just absolutely ridiculous. And
Bad loss. Bad loss.
it's one thing if it was going back and forth, but to be up 4 goals and blow it, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Uh, but we do have a whole lot of big Hopkinton Hiller games coming up. So be sure to tune in. I can't even, this winter season is just flying.
The
We're
state
already in the
tournaments are
last
starting, I
week.
think, 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, we're just about done.
Yeah, we got like 3 more weeks left because the school vacation and then playoff time. So, and also we'll have more TVL Sportsnet coming soon. Hopefully, this Friday we'll have our second episode of the winter season. And I guess that's about it. So, Andy, thanks for joining me. Hope you,
Great show, Tom. Looking forward to the Super Bowl and be safe out there, everybody. Have fun, but be
yes,
safe.
do it
You know,
responsibly.
be responsibly and just be responsible. Have a good time. It's gonna be there's gonna be a lot of people watching this game. That's all I can say.
Oh yeah,
It's been a
this
long
one's gonna get some ratings, that's for
to
sure.
enjoy it too, because I didn't think we'd be seeing this again for a very, very long time. We're so spoiled, we're spoiled rotten
We
here. Maybe not.
really are. It's horrible. People
We
must,
really are. We
you know,
really are. I
around
mean,
the
listen.
country, people can't probably just can't believe it.
No, I was talking to a friend of mine who was a Bills fan. He says you did it to us again. Like it just seriously, it's like that people would beg to have what we have here. And
Imagine being a Jets fan and you haven't been to a Super Bowl since what, the 70s?
1969 was the last time. So here's some stats for you before we go. 1969, um, that was the last time Jets went to the Super Bowl. Dolphins haven't been since 1973.
Ha!
Vikings haven't been since 1977. I
Our
mean,
division hates us.
they hate us.
Yep.
We've been to this is our 12th Super Bowl. Like my
Unbelievable.
goodness,
Well, we're spoiled rotten, folks, and
we are.
hopefully we'll get
We are.
spoiled with a Super Bowl trophy on Sunday. But thanks again for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody. On Tuesday, January 27th, Hiller Boys basketball hosted Medway. Spinelli for three. Got it! Rocco Spinelli from downtown. Riley on the entry. Gets it to win. Up top now. That is McNally. Back to the corner. Spinelli for three. Got it! Rocco Spinelli feeling it from the perimeter. Down the lane and up with the fadeaway. No good. Boschman with the rebound. Kicks it out. Heavey for three. Got it! Miles Heavey. Driving in now. McNally around the defenders, or should I say through the defenders, and in he goes. He's been quite cold from the perimeter. Wynn feeds it over. Pass over by McNally. Elstrom Hall down the lane and gets the bucket. Mustangs trying to work the top of the perimeter. And now an attempt to get it into the interior, stolen away by Elstrom Hall. Long pass up court, and Connor Wynn with the finish. Hillers led 31-17 into the second half. Elstrom Hall feeds it over. Around the perimeter, they go. McNally driving in, gets it out to Wynn. Over to Elstrom Hall, three attempt, and he's got it. Right back, pulled down by Wynn. Long pass over to Heavey, and he has the finish. Sure by the Hillers, 25 seconds and counting left in the quarter, and they get the turnover into the hands of Wynn. It goes to the rack, count it, Tori Elstrom Hall. Over to Cho, back to Kim. Feeds the wing, Spinelli for three. Yes! A big-time three there by the junior Rocco Spinelli. And Medway has quite a bit of work to do, actually, to reach the limit. They only got one foul in the quarter, so they have some fouls to give. Three ball, Spinelli, yes! Count it! And that might do it. Hopkinton hangs on for the 58-53 win. Rocco Spinelli had a team-leading 16 points. On Wednesday, January 28th, Hiller Wrestling celebrated senior night and hosted Bellingham. The Hillers capture the senior night 59-18 win. Congratulations to Bellingham's Tyler Campbell, who became the second Bellingham Blackhawk in Bellingham school history to capture 100 career wins.
Let's start with our senior 175, Ryan Behrens, who will meet his mom Claire and dad Ted.
That's the biggest
We have our 215, Evan Gronmeyer, to meet his mom Mary and dad Jake. Our senior 190-pounder, Jamie McDonald, who will meet his mom Megan, dad Jamie, and brother Trevor. We have our 132-pounder, Caleb Newman, to meet his mom Beth and dad Josh. We have our 138 senior captain, Aaron Buckus, to meet his mom Sarah and dad Glenn. And last but certainly not least is our senior captain, Nick Heaton, to meet his mom Stacy, dad Mike, stepmom Kate, and brother Nate.
Also on Wednesday, January 28th, Hiller Girls Hockey hosted Ursuline Academy in what was a great back-and-forth nail-biter.
And now along the slot, that shot turned away, and now trying to stuff it in. And are we going to have a score here? I believe we will. The Hillers bringing the pressure, and they are able to put it in. And that was Morgan Beeler, looks like, getting the goal for Hopkinton as they'll start off with a 1-0 lead at 13:11 left to go.
Hillers held the 1-0 lead into the third period.
We'll finally squirt out and pop back off the boards by Beeler, and now set towards the net. That shot turned away, then off the deflection, it's Audrey Bernazzani. Audrey Bernazzani with the game-tying goal at 9:38 left to go. Face off. Raven gets it over to the corner. And into the slot, there's a shot and a score! Abby Craven with the go-ahead goal on the power play. 37 seconds left. Academy got at the Hillers in his final seconds. Another shot, and it's put in. Oh boy. Anki Linehan put it towards the net, and Ava Marshall knocks it in. And we are retied at 32 seconds left.
The game was tied at 2 through 3 periods and went into sudden death overtime.
Take it towards the net. That shot turned away off the stick of Beeler. And then it's put in! Abby Craven does it again! And the Hillers are going to take it in overtime.
Abby Craven pops in a goal off the rebound and gets the job done as the Hillers take the overtime win 3-2. Hopkinton improves to 6-6 on the season. Ursuline Academy falls to 8-7-2. On Thursday, January 29th, Hiller Alpine Ski hit the slopes.
Time for vid number 517, Ian Pellish, 32.67 on the red course. Bib number 817, Logan Mika from Hopkinton. Time for vid number 620, Jordan Meckler, 36.38 on the blue course. Number 920, Gleason from Algonquin.
Patrick Meehan helped the Hiller boys place third. The Hiller girls placed ninth. Be sure to tune in for their next meet on Thursday at 7 p.m. on HCAM. On Friday, January 30th, Hiller boys basketball celebrated senior night and had a thriller versus a very good Dedham team. Wally Henneberry and myself, Tom Nappy, on the call.
He'll kick it out. 3-ball, Richardson, no good. And the putback, yes, Julian Allison Cardozo. His first field goal of the night. Back and forth we go. Spinelli to Cho. Back to Spinelli. He'll launch the three. Oh, got it!
Nice
Two
goal.
defenders in his face, but he don't care. Richardson gets it over Matkovich for three. Got it. McNally kicks it out. 3-ball. Got it. Rocco Spinelli. The net barely moved.
Yeah, that was pure.
To the Bauschman around the defender. No good. Put back. No good. Oh, where's the foul call there, Wally?
Yeah.
Spinelli for three. Got it. Well, good thing they didn't call a foul, I guess.
Yeah, all's well that ends well.
Julian Allison Cardozo trying to
steal.
send it to the wing. What a steal there by McNally.
He's going to get swallowed up there. A nice pass.
Look at that pass.
Wow.
Josh Kim with the finish. Allison Cardozo down the lane through the defenders. No good. Rebound Hillers. Kim collects. Spinelli working along the wing. Going to take it down the lane. And Riley with the finish. The Hillers feeling it.
Fresh legs. That's what Coach Keene's team
In this game, you're going to need them.
Yeah.
3-ball, got it. Good response by Dedham.
The game went back and forth all first half long. It was a 34-32 Hiller lead heading into the second half.
Go to Spinelli, now along the corner, Wynn. Knocked out of his grasp. Battle for it. Riley has it, able to get it out to Spinelli. Now to Cho for three. Got it! A big bucket there by Gavin Cho. He's up to 11 points on the night.
And that's all started by the hard work by Riley on the floor for making sure they didn't lose possession.
Dally with the steal. Down the lane, kicks it out. Spinelli for three. Yes! Back-to-back threes for the Hillers. Win across to Spinelli. Up for the three. Yes! Rocco Spinelli feeling it.
He's got 15.
Counted by defenders as Win gets it out to McNally. Back to Win. Now to the corner. Cho for three. Yes! Buries it! Now Dedham on a quick break. And the finish by Ethan Mastrovich.
Both teams score 14 points apiece in the third. Hillers led it 48-46 into the fourth.
To the corner to Riley. And now Win back to Kim for three. Got it! Josh Kim getting in on the three-point fun.
Ooh, and the
Oh,
steal.
look at that. Kim comes up with the ball and puts it back in. Over to Spinelli. Spinelli, a long three.
Whoa.
Buries it. Big time three, Rocco Spinelli.
18 points, all in threes, right? And that was a
Correct.
deep one. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Show gonna drive in 2 seconds at the buzzer. Yes! Gavin Cho getting it done.
Hopkinton hangs on for the 62-60 win. Hopkinton improves to 9-6. Dedham falls to 9-5. Rocco Spinelli dropped a team-leading 20 points. Gavin Cho added 16, and Josh Kim contributed 9 points in the Hiller win. On Saturday, January 31st, Hiller girls and boys hockey hosted a doubleheader and raised funds to help in the fight against cancer. It was a scoreless game into the second period. Morgan Donahue and myself, Tom Nappy, on the call.
Starting to get in the later stage of the game, obviously it's still in the second period, but late in the second period. This is where you see what the teams have for depth. If you have a team that's rolling three lines, you really have that advantage come third period.
That is sent down, and what a feed and what a score. Leah Carlson with the goal.
Medfield led 1-0 into the third.
So great job by the Medfield defense there, getting sticks on sticks.
A shot there, out in front, trying to shim it in, they get a goal! A score for the Hillers! And they must have taken 3 or 4 shots in that sequence, and then finally able to put it in. That's going to be Abby Creeman.
That's what we were talking about, Tom, was the second, third opportunities. That's what it takes when you got Paraki in that.
Pressure by Medfield in a couple last frames. And here they come once again, and they got a goal. What a shot that was. Leah Carlson goes left side high, and she has a score for Medfield.
She ripped that. What a shot.
That goal comes out 1:14 left to go in this third period.
The Hillers struck back, but Medfield took the lead with 1:14 left and didn't let go as they captured the 2-1 win over the Hillers in a great back-and-forth game. Hillers fall to 6-7. Medfield improves to 9-4. The Hiller boys kept the fundraiser going into the game versus Westwood. Morgan Donahue and myself, Tom Nappy, on the call.
Now looking to bring it around. We'll send it to the blue line. Ooh. And that shot deflected and it went in.
So
it was off the stick of Fengler, and then it deflected off of somebody.
So Fengler shot it. It looked like it might have gone off of Ramiza, but they're going to say it's Fengler. So, when you see the first player going to, shake hands with his teammates on the bench in celebration, Fengler was the first guy, so it looks like he's going to be credited with the goal.
Westwood held the 1-0 lead into the third period.
Now they're playing keep away, trying to play keep away to kill that clock with 12 seconds left.
Mark sends it back. It's launched up the near side. It'll get by Sam Spavento. 5 seconds left. That should just about do it. And the Wolverines will hang on and pick up a big 1-0 win over the Hillers.
Westwood hangs on, captures the win, improving to 10-2-1. Hillers fall to 6-7-1. With the win, Westwood clinched their 43rd straight state tournament appearance, which is the most for any high school hockey team in the country.